Okay. Time to try my new 4K camera. And turning off the radio. Even though it was Avicii, I kind of like listening to him. So we're gonna go to down to the water. It's 10 minutes past 8 in the evening, so it's just getting dark. I'm trying to film something before it gets too dark. Try out my new 4K camera. He cannot use his turn signal. Interesting. So down here we have the Strand Road, Strandvägen, Beach Road, sorry. And there's a little sharp 90-degree turn there. My apologies. We're coming down to Nybrokaia. I spot another 997. Imported from the US, you see, with a small license plate. It should have the large license plate. Chromed wheels as well. Interesting. Stock optional Porsche wheels that are chromed. I don't know if I would prefer chrome on that. On chrome wheels on a 911. Anyway, my plan is to go to the Old Town, which is a town with 500, 600, 700-year-old buildings. Floors it. It's interesting. I cannot floor it because of my camera. I want to do a left turn. Easy keeping a camera in place with and shifting at the same time. Paddle. Go this way. Here you have these boats. You could go out to the archipelago. Cobblestones here. So the plan is to have to go over at least one bridge to the Old Town, and these boats you can go out in the archipelago, could eat dinner on them, have a beer. This is generally pretty nice possibility to take a boat out in the archipelago. And as you can see, we have a few red lights here. No red light districts, only red lights. It's frustrating with red lights when there's no traffic. Today is Easter, Sunday, Easter. I guess it's the holiest day of the year for Swedes. And because that's like the holiest time for Christian people. And here we have all the boats. Djurgården on the other side. And it's really, really empty of people. It's kind of like when I had the R6 with Barack. When Barack Obama visited Stockholm, it was completely dead. Anyway, here we have the Royal Castle. And he floors it, that Toyota. That's interesting. Oh, Oh, I saw another 997 Turbo PDK. So we're gonna take a route via the Foreign Ministry and theater. Straight ahead we have it's a park called the King's Garden, you could say, which is really a small park. If you really want to see the King's Garden, it's called Djurgården. We might go out there later. It's a huge place, former hunting grounds and recreation area for the king. Okay, let's switch to green, please. And anyway, I'm trying out this 4K camera. We'll see if I'm gonna go straight ahead here. Leave that Toyota green. It's a beautiful 940 with a ski box. So anyway, here we have a Foreign Ministry straight ahead, and we'll go past the Parliament towards the castle. There we have something in the glove compartment that's sounding off. Anyway, the castle is guarded 24/7. Oh, there it was. And it was done by conscripts when we had a conscription army. So I've been there 3 times actually. You stand for 2 hours and rest for 4 hours, like 48 hours in a row, I believe. So that's you kind of know the castle after that. The Royal Guard standing here to the right, if you can see him. So everybody are either hung over or partying now, because it's a day off tomorrow. Straight ahead you see the Strand Road further away. King Gustav III in front of us, a statue. Behind that is a National Museum. Which we have the collection of the best Swedish art. Everything from, well, a lot of good art basically. Anyway, the city is really, really dead. Try to see if we can drive in to a little part of Old Town, so we can get a view of how it is, how old the buildings really are there. Everybody's like flooring it today. I don't know why. So it's like several, like tens of or 50s of city blocks with untouched old houses since mid 1600s, you could say. Okay, green it was. Nice with turbo, you could hear the turbo whine. And that's nice for being a stock car. And in Sweden there is a rule, so it's against the law to build high skyscrapers. So we're not allowed to have skyscrapers. Tremendous luck with the green lights lately. Anyway, we're back at Gustav Adolf's Torg, Gustav Adolf Square. He is there, pointing his arm towards, I believe, arch rival Russia. To Putin, I guess. Or some old Tsar who was the ruler back then. And the opera, what is it? Some kind of, I don't know what's going on in the opera. So we're going towards a major shopping street, Hamngatan, Harbor Road, I believe you could say. It's pretty funny because there's no harbor nearby. Anyway, I want a green light. It's almost too dark to film now. Here I have the tram, it goes out to Djurgården. It's a convenient way to go to Djurgården. Skateboard? How could grown-up people have skateboards? Anyway. Yeah, it's basically only tourists in the town today, since many are out for Easter, it seems like. Tram going other direction. So we're gonna go back to the Strand Road. Strandvägen. So to the left, it's a department store, NK. Like the best if you want to go shop in Sweden, in Stockholm. It's not like the department stores of Manhattan, of course. Max, straight ahead, Sweden's tastiest hamburgers, really nice. When it's okay to cross the road. So it's a bit too dark now to see something. The sun is setting late in Sweden, and it's just, it will be light until in July it's light until midnight, so that's really nice. The Swedish summers and spring, you could be up all night and it's gonna be light when you come home from the nightclubs. So just drive out on Djurgården and turn around. So this is basically a large recreational area where it's basically forbidden to drive with cars. You can drive just a little bit ahead. To the right we have a National Museum, National Romantic Museum, about 100 years old. And one of the nicest things in Sweden is actually Skansen, where is it's like a basically large miniature of Sweden. So that's really recommended. To the left is actually a nice restaurant you can eat. And here we have Narvavägen. In the middle is a pedestrian and parking space, and to right and left it's the lanes. And we could go straight ahead. Narvavägen begins at Strandvägen and ends at Karlaplan. Karlaplan is like a huge, or like a large, by Swedish standards, roundabout. Historical Museum to the left. It's a great exhibition there about Vikings, for example. And where Karlaplan ends, it's you have it ends the road of Karlavägen, which we can. Sratti. It's not even the facelifted one without LED lights. It's driving pretty fast. Everybody's driving fast today. It's crazy. See going down Narvavägen. To the right we have the Sweden's Ferrari dealer. Oops, hello bird. I'm not going to go in the street. So, sun is setting at, what is it, 8:30. And it's end of the Easter weekend here in Stockholm. And we'll see how good this camera is in 4K and also these low lights conditions. But anyway, be sure to subscribe and comment. For you who lives in Sweden, this must be the most boring video ever, but for those who never been in Sweden and like 4K resolution, it could be a nice movie. Okay. Is he trying to park? Great. There you see the water, which is really lovely with Sweden. It kind of reminds me a little bit about with Geneva as well. The close access to water makes the city so open and less cramped. You really want water access flowing into the city for the air and freshness of the city and openness and light. That's something I really like about Stockholm. And to show you last thing here, it's an okay building. It's like a 300-year-old building. I think it was used to store old military uniforms or like storage for wars. Straight ahead. See the lions and 3 crowns in the middle, which is Sweden's national symbols. I cannot speak fluently. Straight ahead, or actually 2 blocks ahead, you will have this football player have bought his little townhouse apartment. I don't know if he's going to live there or not, but anyway, that's his place. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Anyway, that's all for now.